So principles are there. One is called dynamic compression plate, one is called neutralization plate, another is called buttress plate, one is called tensionment plate, another concept is the bridge plate. Yes. So these are the principles actually. Then nowadays we're talking about locking plate. NIPO and your is a principal application. How to use this is a bridge plating. So you have this neutralization plate, dynamic compression plate, buttress plate, anti-glide plate. What is anti-glide plate? We'll talk. We particularly done in case of fibula distal hem. Tensionment plate, bridge plate, then your locking plate. These are the principles of your application of plate. So in the evolutions of the plate concept, we know about the dynamic compression plate here. So this hole which was round earlier being converted to as a oval. Oval is important that you to understand that why the oval is there. That as I said, so earlier days we have applied the Muller's device for compression. But the same compression can be applied with these modifications of the hole, which is converted to oval hole. Yes, sir? Yes. So here again you have to take the plate here and you want to compress the flexure side by bringing the distal fragment towards the proximal fragment or other fragment to other side, approximation. And this hole is going to help you, because it is said if you are placing the screw somewhere to the eccentric way, then while tightening, this screw along with the bone can bring, because of this device it can bring towards the flexure side. This is the concept. But here there is a limitation. So if you have a big heady gap is very too much, approximate may not be adequate one. But now you need to change the technique here. Again you can use it, but there are some sort of modification you may need to do. But unlimited compression cannot be given. As such, one hole used to give 1 mm. One hole used to give 1 mm at the flexure side. Okay, sir? 1 mm at the flexure side. So this is misnomer in the sense that the compression which is achieved during time of your technique is static. There is no more further compression possible at the flexure side, which we usually get in case of tensionment wearing concept. That while you give the moment, you may get compression at the flexure side again patla, or in case of flexure only cannot. But this is not true here. So exact word meaning of the dynamism that must come here, but it gives a static. So initially you are getting, during the time of operations, you are getting the compression that is adequate. That is the compression. Further compression is not possible. Okay, sir? And again this plate, which is now I am talking about dynamic compression plate, can be converted to a neutralization plate. This plate can be used as one is dynamic plate, one is your neutralization plate. So how the neutralization concept is there? The neutralization plate is, supposing this is a flexure, oblique flexure. So this is the oblique flexure here, this is the flexure here. Okay. Now this is the flexure here. Now what I am doing, that initially I have reduced the flexure and try to fix a screw through it. Transfixation. So you are giving an approximation of flexure. Yes or no? You can give with a single screw. With a single screw one can give it. So you had achieved a very good reduction and stability at the flexure side. Yes, but stability is not very strong enough to withstand all the deforming load working over here. So we have so many rotational force, angulatory force, so many forces are working over there because of the muscle pull or whatever it might be. In this context, if you leave behind with this simple technique, probably it may going to fail, because you are unable to withstand the deforming force working over here. So in these situations, what you can do, we can apply the same plate over here, in the neutralization mode. Means you are not going to give compression at the flexure side now, because you have achieved already good reduction. stability, not very good, but you are approximating the flexors. Yes or no? Now you want to strengthen this device technique so as to withstand all the deforming force working on it. So this is the concept. So that is why you are going to fix this screw here in neutral mode without going for the compression there. So thereby what you have achieved? You actually try to maintain it. So you are neutralizing this deforming force by this plate concept is called neutralization plate. The principle of neutralization plate is very simple. That what you have achieved, want to maintain till there is union, and meanwhile the deforming force should not displace it. So that is why you can go for it. So this is called neutralization plate. Okay, sir? So another concept is your buttress plate. Buttress means a support. ये सीलिंग गिर गया है, आपने धोखा दिया है, ठीक है? केला का गॉस गिरना गया है, इसने आपने धोखा दिया है, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? This is called buttressing. So buttressing can be done by a concept called buttressing. So suppose the tibia bone. So here this is. Here also some sort of buttressing can be done. So anti-glide plate, buttressing done. So buttressing plate you are giving support. Suppose this is your tibia upper end, you will find. I will show you in the tibia that more applicable for the tibia to give support. So sometimes you know that dual plate being applied for the proximal tibial flexors, plate flexors. Yes. So here in this situation, both the plates are not doing the same work. Both the plates are not doing the same work. Yeah? Type 5 sanskar. So here again, supposing buttressing means supposing this is the etching which is overhanging now. So your plate is being applied in such a way that you are giving support to the plate. So suppose the intercondylar flexor here, you have achieved the reduction and you want to support the other side. Suppose in this side you have applied a plate and you do fixation, but you know the other side may collapse. So here you can give a support. In this situation, you may not go for the screws here. May or may not. Not mandatory. So if you are looking at the diaphyseal part, this overhanging part will give a support. This is only to give support so that it does not collapse. So this principle of application plate is called your buttress. You are buttressing. You are giving support which is being collapsed. Yes. So it is not it will not allow the fragment to go down or displace or collapse. So this is called buttressing. So you have to control. Suppose this is particularly in the upper part flexor here. So you have applied a plate which is going to fix it here this side, nicely fixed by condylar flexor. So the other side you can low profile plate. A small low profile plate is enough here. May not be a very strong plate. Only a low profile plate may support you. So this sort of plate also may going to help you. Yeah, a long plate can be applied over controlling it. This plate is only to give the support. So this is called buttressing. Yes, one is dynamization, one is round hole ICP, then dynamic plate, then neutralization plate, then buttressing plate, then you know the anti-glide plate in case of fibula. Anti-glide is also basically type of your buttressing sort of thing. So in the fibula distal end you will find the muscles and the ligaments are pulling posteriorly. Yes, so you are applying the plate. In such a way is going to counteract the deforming force. So anti-glide plate. So this is classically being applied in case of fibula flexor here. So you know the all ligaments are pulling this structure posteriorly. So you need to support this deforming force by applying a plate from the posterior side. So in this situation again, it is actually acting as just like a buttressing sort of thing. Deforming force is being counteracted by placing the plate. So here you may not give much screws also. one or two, but their basic purpose is being served by counteracting the pull of the muscles in the posterior side. So this is called anti-glide. Anti-glide plate and buttressing plate are almost more or less same. Then your nowadays a concept is called your bridge plate. What is bridge plate? What is bridge plate? Bridge plate is that supposing this area is grossly communicated. Grossly communicated. In a grossly communicated situation, if you expose the area, then there is every possibility the fragment may get detached from the soft tissue attachments and will go for avascularity and ultimately it may die. Yes? So in these situations, instead of going for a good reduction of the fragments, going inside, doing good reduction, you can mechanically achieve it. You can have a very good excellent X-ray also by bringing all the fragments together and putting small screws, and ultimately you can apply plate which is looking good in the X-ray. But at the cost of what? At the cost of the ventilations of these small fragments. So that is why earlier days concept was like this, but now they say no. You grossly maintain the two things. One is the rotation, one is the length or any angulation. Yes, your and the bone. Instead of going for a very good anatomical reduction, if you maintain the acceptable position, acceptable means lot of things. Acceptable means acceptability, not necessarily anatomically. So if you do not have any rotational instability, the alignment is okay. In a grossly committed situation, it is very difficult to say that my reduction is perfect or not. Yes or no? In there, gross anatomy should be maintained. The alignment, okay. Rotation, okay. Length, okay. ठीक है से? No rotation, no angulation, length is okay. Then in these situations, you can apply the plate fixation, which is not very strong, but sufficient enough to withstand the load. Yes, sir. So that is whatever I would say submuscular place or MIPO techniques. MIPO is basically a technique by which application of your osteosynthesis does not necessarily mean the technique of your principle. Principle of plate is a different thing, and technique is a different thing. Application is a different thing. So this same principle which I discussed can be done by opening dents and also sometimes by limited exposure also, or by MIPO technique. The concept now MIPO technique is basically to reduce the surgical damage to the bony muscles, soft tissue structure. This is the basic concept. So here again, you can achieve reduction grossly committed fractures. You are going to the plate MIPO technique, fixed it, and preferably over the periosteum, below the muscle. Not necessarily very anatomic reduction, but maintenance of your length, rotations, and the angulations are important. Okay? So that is your bridging. So here what exactly bridging? We are bridging the flexor side without exposing it, but we are also addressing the flexor. So that is bridging. Okay, sir? So you are bridging it, and you are doing this your fixation by encompassing, crossing over the flexor side without intervening. So that will help you to retain the hematoma here. That will also essentially prevent further damage to the soft tissue in this area. Yes, but necessarily it is not very strong a device to withstand all the different forces. Something. Okay? So that is your concept. That is your concept of bridge plating. Okay, sir? Anything more? So next is another thing. Nowadays you are talking about the locking plate. Yes or no? The concept of locking plate. There is so ACDC. You have various plates. Most of the time nowadays, though it is not widely used, now they winning off somehow. DCP was once very popular, say around 10 years back, very popular. So there is also evolutions of the DCP. One, this is simple, was initially used. We again a small, narrow or broad, depending upon the need. Yes or no? Depending upon the need, you have to select the size and length of the your plate. That is one thing, one point. Principle I have mentioned. Principle everywhere is same, whether it is big or small, same thing. Number 1 point. Number 2 point is that you have to, what did you do? That we have to expose the bone here. You have to expose the bone many times. What is bridge plating? What is buttress plating? And what is your anti-glide plate? We all know. Now that a little bit of your modifications of the plate in subsequent days. So subsequently, it will suppose into application of the periosteum, when you have to divide the periosteum, then apply the plate over there. You do a lot of surgery there. You do a lot of damage to apply the plate. Okay, fine. Anyway, it is good at the time. Do the fixation nicely. Okay, everything is over. What is the consequence? We'll talk little bit of this consequence of this plate application. Consequence, what consequence happened? To avoid this consequence, what modification was done later on to this plate? So one of the bad consequence of this is that you know that the DCP should not give a callus, yes or no? So it goes for primary healing. Nowadays people are saying this is not a good thing actually you are doing. What is minus point over there? Minus point you may have a union, but it's very difficult to make out from the X-ray that there is union or not union. 1 point. Number 2, you know the consequence of the plate is one is called stress shielding. What is that? Stress shielding is a concept that is, since the plate is holding and most of the time the load is being borne by the plate and bone become a silent observer sort of thing, basically. So since the plate is working, bone part used to become silent, inactive. As a result of which, this part become a bit soft. And many times after removal of these implants, you may go for refracture. That is another problem with this plate. Yes, so stress shielding. So stress shielding is mostly happens in a DCP because of the fact the load is not being borne by the bone. It is being made, the plate which is bearing load, and that is why there is reduced stress shielding. Another thing is that while applying the plate, you are doing lot of damage to this periosteum. I realize that no, we should preserve the periosteum. The concept has come to apply the plate over the periosteum. Then they said that a lot of part of the bone under surface will be pressing the periosteum. Instead of doing any good, it will do more damage. So there is a low contact plate has come. So we have wavy plate over there, which is the second evolution of this year. So as to minimize the contact, but you can apply over the periosteum so that you can benefit of the periosteum is retained. Okay, sir? So that is another concept. Then so many things has happened many times, but now it is almost in the Varsovia winning of now it may replaced by pre-contour various plate. Now, little bit of techniques or applications that what is pre-bending and your contouring. One should understand this also. The principle in the DCP applications that it is a press fit. Press fit means you have to apply. See, if the plate is like this, it's not going to have a good process. A good holding. Yes or no? So this is the radius. See? So in the radius, it is not a straight one, but plate is straight one. So while applying it necessarily, either you have to compromise something. You cannot, while applying the screw, you cannot contour the plate according to your shape, bone shape. Yes or no? Rather, it will bring the fragment towards the plate. Yes or no? So that may go for the distortion of the anatomy. Yes. So to counteract this, to solve the problems, you have to give the shape of the plate to this shape of the plate. As of while applying the plate, one should in surface osteosynthesis, you are supposed to understand the deforming force are mostly working on the tensile surface. And your plate applications is basically to counteract the deforming force working on it. That is why one concept which we have not mentioned is a tension plate. What is a tension plate? The plate, same plate. I have said neutralization plate, I said your DCP plate, I said the beach plate, I said your buttress plate, I said anti-glide plate, I said your tension plate. What is tension plate? Tension plate, as you know, in the femur also, bar, you can radius also. You are applying the plate on the tensile surface to counteract the deforming force working over here. The rotational angulations, whatever it might be, force are more exerting on the not the concave, but on the tensile surface. That is why to counteract this you are applying the plate over your tensile surface is your tensile plate. So DSS is a what? A plate application in a subtrochanteric region in the lateral surface is a what? Tension plate. So you are counteracting the tensile force over applying the plate over the compressor. Same thing is here. So while applying a plate also, the basic principle to try to apply the plate on the tensile surface so the deforming forces you are exerting there could be counteracted, neutralized. That is why you are applying. So the concept is, as I said, that the necessarily so all the bones are not straight and you need to apply the plate while you are applying, you have to give a shape. So this is the shape. What you are giving to give is called contouring. That means you are giving the shape of the plate according to need. So that should be done. And what are the principle of contouring? Two, three things you have to apply. One point that the concept is a templating. Means if you give something malleable thing there, and you know that this is a shape here, and you can bring the fragment here. Every time you are going bending, minus and plus point in bending is that if you are doing too much bending, then while applying, oh, I am not happy with it, is it too much? Again, you are going back. But doing say repeated bending and rebending will make these implants weak. So do once only. So that is why the correct position is to go for templating and give this shape uniformly. While doing the bending also you have to apply that you do not bend on the whole, but in between the hole. It should be uniform one. Yes, it should be uniform one point. Number two is that your bending should be in between the holes, not in the hole. Okay, sir? So you have to inform. So that is the concept of templating. One template it, you know the shape. Then you give the shape. Do not do rebending, bending again and again. That will always withstand with the implant. So that is not a good idea. Do once, do it properly. So that is why it is important that this principle is not applicable in today's locking plate. Why so? Because the concept of your DCP is basically press fit. Press fit means you are giving the screw size that there is a good holding power between it because of the pressure. I am exerting too much pressure. Through the hole so that this plate is nicely holding on the bone. That is called press fit. I am pressing. I am giving too much pressure to hold it. This is press fit. This principle is not applicable for the locking plate. We will talk later on. This is not applicable here. This is applicable here. This was press fit. That is why you need to have a press fit, so you should not have gap between these two. So gap means you are not holding it nicely. So to avoid this gap, you have to contour it. And contouring you have to adhere to this principle. Okay, sir? So contouring, why it is important, how to do it, okay? And what is the consequence? You have to understand that. Pre-bending is not the same. So a question arises, suppose there is a transverse flexure like this. Now if I am applying a plate over here like this, and while you are giving compression, you will find that while giving compression, the distal cortex is opening up. Because this proximal cortex is compressed, opening up. To avoid this consequence, if you give a bend over the flexor set against it, then you do compression, you will find the other part is also compression. This is called pre-bending. It is contouring. It is pre-bending. Okay, sir? So you have to understand this point. This not pre-bending is not applicable in all the cases. But contouring is of course applicable while you are applying a DCP. And this principle is not applicable in the latest locking plate. ठीक है, all these are important. Controlling all these things you have to understand, and the principles to understand what is the meaning of this. Next point, we are anything to be clarified, because we are talking about basic principle. We are talking about basic principle. Locking plate, it is a different. It will be different from the principle of a DCB. That's another chapter. But as of now, do you have anything to ask regarding these principles? Boliye, anything, anybody?
Sir, we are not addressing LCB with contouring. Contouring too we will not be taking, but prevent too we can apply for. We can address with LCB, sir. Preventing.
ये assamese में बोलो तो गालो बालो खोला घटी डाल. The whole principle of locking plate is very different. The principle of DCB is a different thing. I said, DCB, you are going for the press fit. Press fit. Pressure exerting fit. This concept is not applicable. So contouring is not very important here. So here it is called angular stability. This is going to provide angular stability. That's what is the angular stability. We'll talk, because it is called internal fixator. So you can say 1 unit. It is 1 unit. So if while your head is locked over there, and only there 1 unit now. However, this 1 unit concept is not there. Probably in the DCB 1 or 2 is holding too much pressure. Others are not equally contributing it. So the screw which you are using first, the compression screw, probably is holding more strength, more force rather than other additional screws. Yes, sir. So they are single unit. One member is holding more, another member may not contribute equally. But here concept is different. They are all single unit. So this is a angular stability where it becomes a 1 unit sort of thing. So 1 unit, there is no concept of your press fitting. So contouring is not important, but it is also important to some extent. What? So while you are applying the plate also, one should understand that what is the meaning of contouring in this case, locking plate. That is why you do not have to do the contouring. That is why pre-contour plates are designed. This is big design. Now the plates you see, all the places are currently already being contoured. Controlled to accommodate the normal average anatomy of the bone. This is being designed in such a way that large population bones are being studied. Then this will be analyzed that what is the actual shape average coming up. And you have to design this plate according to this. This is what is being done today. And this shape may not be same with that of your European people. This shape may not be the same with that of the African people. This shape is probably very more applicable for the Asian people. So there is also some sort of modifications there. But as of now, the demography will be analyzed. We are coming across all these studies that this is the shape on an average on the population there. So that is being controlled like this. So pre-contour plates are there. It is being done, but not necessarily that every time you may not have a gap. See, there will be a gap here after application. There will be a gap. The acceptable here or not acceptable? Acceptable. This is acceptable. This is acceptable. So there is not necessarily to go for the bending here, to go for the exercise, because you are not very much concerned about the press. You are concerned about the lock. You are converting to 1 unit because of the angular, you are going to give angular stability. So that is not important for contouring. But it is another true that if the gap is too much high, suppose a big gap like this, is it acceptable? Not. Because it is true, understand that your body is such a compact organ design. You do not have a place for the foreign body to accommodate. This is, in other words, foreign body to your body. Yes or no? That means while applying a plate over there, you are displacing some anatomical structure which is designed to be there. Yes or no? Accepted or not accepted? Yes. So you have these, your muscles there. You have a tibialis anterior muscle here. So you are applying the plate over here. Okay, I have explained. That's mean to us what? actually I am displacing your muscle, tibialis anterior muscle away to accommodate it, because your body is not being designed to accommodate this sort of your implants inside. So to greater extent is supposed to be near to the bone. You are away more from the bone. That means that you are displacing more important structure away from this normal place. Accepted? So that is also another thing. So in a situation where you will find that the implants is far away from the bone, though you true, there is not necessarily be any approximation, but that is also not justified. Probably you may need to go, because sometimes you may find this plate you are going to apply, patient may have some sort of deformity there. Already there is a fracture there. Little bit of your angulation was they accepted earlier. He is coming for the reflexors and we are going for a locking plate which is not controlling now. What to do? So you cannot give a like this, the plate, one plate is lying there, another plate is too much far away from it, not accepted. There you may need to do contouring to some extent to accommodate. As I said, on principle may not need, but you are also doing injustice to the structures which is lying over here, because you are necessarily displacing some important structures which is being designed to be there. Got my point? So that is also important. The principle is there, but it is also the price you have to pay for it. Yes sir, any more question? So as a whole, locking plane is another very different principle. As I said, they work as a one unit. Nowadays this locking plate is coming. See, this is another earlier version of locking plate. Earlier version of locking plate, all holes are locked. Now this is earlier version. Now it is saying no, all holes may not be necessary. So sometime you may go for the compression also. What is more important there? So plate C, you can go for compression. So what is important in having compression there? So if you are giving a combi locking plate, what is the advantage? So supposing this locking plate, this earlier plate, nowadays coming up with a combi hole, means you have a two principal layer here. Combi hole means the holes are oval. See, there are two holes principals are there. The earlier version single hole with locking device, where you can apply only the lock hole, no combi hole. Nowadays they are coming with combi hole. Combi hole means you have the holes for the ordinary compression and you have the hole for the locking. Yes, what is the importance there? Importance, as I say, suppose there is a fracture there. So what locking plate is going to do and what DCP is going to help us here. Suppose there is a fracture here and you want to go for locking plate here. So initially, see, for fracture you must have a good approximation. Implants and other things are secondary. Whatever implants you are going to use is always secondary. Primary thing is you must have a good contact between the bone, and you want to apply implants so that this contact is maintained till there is union. And your implants and other things are applied to avoid or counteract the deforming force working over there, so that in the process of union it is not being get disturbed. Understood? So your implants is this. The rule of implants is this, that I have received this contact. I want to maintain this contact. The process of natural healing of bone formation is taking place, and I do not want to be get disturbed in between. That is why I am going to apply something there, and that application is your osteosynthesis. Now you can apply whatever implant suitable for it on the basis of principles. Yes? So it depends upon the experience of the persons and other things. So many things are there. Availability of implants. Not necessarily all new things which are coming in the market are good. If you are happy with the other previous techniques and getting good result, you better adhere to it. If you do not run with the waves, what is new coming up, we accept everything, forget everything, nothing like that. The bones are always there in the human being. Fracture was there before the allopathy medicine has come. Yes or no? Your technology has come only 50-70 years, 1960 only. Before that also people had fracture, union and all these things happened. Yes or no? Then what is new? What is new is this. That if this process is natural and your technology is going to assist this natural process of healing. So you do minimum damage, better advantage. Apply the principle, apply the technology. That is the thing. So that is why the concept of LSA is coming, locking plate is coming. Doesn't mean that it is going to solve all the problems. Nothing like that. No. This is a wrong concept. So if new things are coming, then everything problem will be over. Nothing like that. It also fails. And if you are not adhering to the principle, again it will multiply the failure. So that is why you need to understand what principle should be applied. Otherwise, without understanding the principle and applying new things are going to be more damaging one. Yes, that is why you need to understand the principle application. And doesn't mean that anything which is coming into lab, everybody is using, oh, I am supposed to use it, then you will go for disaster. That is a wrong concept. If you are happy, if you are doing good result with his own technique, that is better to adhere to it. Okay, sir? So that should be clear in your mind, and everything new is not doesn't mean that doesn't have any lacunae or fault in it. Anyway, the point is that a combi hole consistent, if you have a compression there, so that cannot be done with a locking plate. So that can be, suppose you see, basic principle that for union you must have a good contact between the bone. Whatever it might be, a locking plate, DCP, whatever it might be, all these are meaningless if you do not have a good contact. Yes sir, you have a good contact there, you are already, and if you can able to do so, by this, can you apply this principle with this combi hole? Yes, this combi hole may bring the help, bring the fracture approximation. Subsequently, you can go for locking device so that the strength is more. Suppose the bone is very weak, stop, osteoporotic bone. And if you go for a cortical screw there, this is not going to hold good. Yes, but you have a good contact between the two. But you know, I am giving this process is not good. Yes, that is a situation where classically you need to go for some other device for concept which is going to hold it better. Locking plate is the best. So that is the thing. See, sir? So that is why the concept of combi hole is coming, that you have to approximate. Maintenance by other locking mechanisms is to additionally advantage of giving the stability to the implants, not necessarily solve the all the problems. Okay, sir? So that is the concept, and the concept is different. That is why contouring and other things are pre-contour plates are available. And if you are going to apply the MIPO technique, again you are giving more biological because you are doing, but your plate fixation is a different thing and application is a different thing. How your surgical techniques is your MIPO is better because you are doing less damage. And if you are able to achieve this plate fixation by doing less damage to the biology, it's a much better. Yes or no? So that is the concept of biological fixation is coming. So I want to do the fixation. I want to adhere to this principle of fixation like this. And if I can able to achieve this principle by without damaging mass biology is better. Yes or no? Less surgery, less, but good. So that is things. So that is how all these evolutions are. Now suppose today is coming. After some time you may find some other plates are again coming up with some other principles. So this is not absolute. It is gold standard. Today it is for gold standard today. After some time you will find something new is coming up. So this is evolution technique. As of now it is accepted. Tomorrow do not know what new things are coming up. So but you need to understand the basic principle. It is more important to understand. Yes sir, any more question? Any more question? No question. If there is no question, let us stop for today. We will go for OT now.